I spent over 5 hours grinding out Dimension 1 in So Dungeon 2, unlocking the best abilities on the Mystic and Nurse by getting them to level 25, stocking up on Lucky Clovers and Golden Shields, all so I could grind out a multitude of gold and unlock some of the best upgrades in the Tavern and Blacksmith. Welcome to So Dungeon 2 Easy Mode. Hey everyone, welcome back to my Easy Mode playthrough of So Dungeon 2. So we're on to Dimension 4. Now, first off, splits. So, wasn't my intention, but there was no splits in the previous dimension. Well, I had splits, you guys didn't see any of them. As you can see, I've got all the different times, so I was actually using them, and they're important to me because they map out everything I need to get done in the dimension. But I don't know how you guys feel with splits. Do you like seeing them? Do you just like seeing the gameplay? Anyway, they're back with Dimension 4, so I'm going to set them up and then we'll get to it. Right, just before we start off, to quickly go over this floor X, 10 equals 1 minute. So this is the metric I sort of use to gauge when I want to quit out of the dungeon, because from here on out we can do all of the dimensions in 2 runs now, which is really helpful. So generally I like to use this rule of thumb where clearing 10 floors needs to be equal to or under 1 minute. So for instance, getting to floor 100, if we do that in under 10 minutes, I'm happy. If we do it in over 10 minutes, it's time to go with a stronger comp. So for instance, we transition from Mystic, Thief, Nurse, Triple Mystic. Right, off we go. So on to Dimension 4. So we'll be grabbing the Gold Relic. I think this is the next most important. I think in overall terms of choice, it goes attack, HP, gold, and then the Regen Relic is also fairly important to this sort of pseudo speedrun. Okay. Right, talk to the Dark Lord, get the best quest in the game for 500 Essence. Wizard, chat, and then relics. We will upgrade the attack relic and the gold relic to level 5. Can we do another level in the attack? No. So I think that should be fine. We'll turn in the quests, but obviously we're a bit short on gold. Before we do that, we will craft 6 swords, and then I don't think we have enough iron, no. 4 shields, so we will just go with 6 rings, prioritizing damage over all else. And then we don't have enough gold to unlock everyone and obviously hire them, so we do have to sell. Luckily, we've got tons of crystals. We can dump all them for gold. We need at least 4 and a bit K for the unlocks of the soda, and then we need enough to hire, so we might as well just scrap all the crystals. Cool, so that's crafting done, then hire, so we need Nurse, Mystic, Thief. Hopefully we can get them all in 500. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20 gold, perfect. Okay, so I could have kept a little bit, I think, what would that be, 45, so not really a lot. Alright, nothing else we need to do. Scripts are fine, equipment's fine. Off we go. Well, the first 100 down. Great pace, 7 minutes. On to the rest. Right, floor 200. We're over in terms of pace, so it's taking us longer than 20 minutes to get to 200, or clear 200. Granted, we've done fairly bad in terms of warp, so I've managed to get 2 keys in the last, 40 floors, and no warps have been offered, yet we got so many warps offered to us earlier on, that if we had taken them, well, we'd be in a far better position. So I think I'm going to go to maybe 35-40k, and that should be enough to hire Dark Mages, as well as buy blue smithing crystals and upgrade equipment and armor, because the Darker Lord, is actually a bit of a pickle. Granted, because he actually, outspeeds, so he does back-to-back attacks, meaning I would like a little bit more of a HP buffer. Honestly, there has to be some rationale for gold ore, so we've easily gone over 10 silk using the Thief and stealing. So we have everything but the gold ore to build the Adventurers Guild, which I think is another 300 essence, which would be huge early on. It would really speed up the dimension. But yeah, I know we could get 2 gold carried through by one being a bar and one being an ore, and then cheesing it with Bag of Resourcefulness, but we still have to get 3 more gold here in this dimension. There's got to be something to it. Anyway, 40k, 240, perfect. So we can go and move on. Splits, if you will, and do our little hiring and upgrading. We also got Skullblade, Blade of Virtue, it's great to see. Lots of stuff to talk to. Cool. Extra gold if we need it. Perfect. So we will unlock the Dark Mages. We'll hire first before we do the upgrading. So we want Mystic, Dark Mage, Nurse, Mystic, 2 Dark Mages. Right, that should be the strongest comp possible at the moment. Then we do want all the glue smithing crystals, all the iron and the wood. Perfect. Craft all the iron before we forget. Now, itemization, that's what we got to fix up. So you go there. Yes, you go there because I'd rather the back attack. Everything else should be fine. We'll probably end up crafting a few frying pans since we're going to lose the magic powder anyway. We can only bring one with us, so we can make 3. You can have a frying pan, you can have a frying pan, you can have a frying pan, and you can have the saber, I assume. Yeah. So HP-wise, the Dark Mages are a little worse for wear, so we will swap around the equipment too. Especially the Demon Armor. And the shield, I can definitely go to one of you. You know, the Gold Shield. We probably want to make one more Iron Shield. Ooh. We definitely want to make a Phantasmal Claw as well. So you can have a Phantasmal Claw. You guys can have more Iron Rings. I'm surprised we didn't get any of the gloves. Well, I forget what they're called. Oh, I didn't have to make the shield. I have plenty of good shields. In fact, that buckler is actually highly leveled, which I didn't realize. We do need to craft, I think it was 2 more of you. Yeah, I'm doing this a bit slow, but that's fine. Okay, so that should be hiring done. Well, actually, no, leveling up, that's what I've got to do. Everything can go to +1, or level 2, if you will. And then the saber was our other weapon. 3... Really liquidate everything we're not using. I think we're using that, the Darkwing Shield. 3 would be 8, which would be equivalent to the buckler. What about, where's the Iron Shield? There we go, that's better than the buckler. Okay, so everyone's over 100 HP. I don't know if that's enough. We'll probably chuck in a little bit, and then attack. Okay, fingers crossed this works out, and it should be enough HP to get us across the line for the Dark Lord. Otherwise, you know, you're never going to see any of this anyway. One more double check. Do we have how many crystals? We've got 90 left, so I could +2 or level 3 a few more things. Do I want to do that? No. We'll risk it for the biscuit. I think we needed 120 HP to survive. I think he does 56 or 60 damage twice in a row. Or, one thing I didn't do. I think I need 2 nurses. I think that was the slight issue I was thinking about with the comp layout, because I don't think we can out-heal his damage. Hopefully, between Skullblade and Poison, we get him done. Right, nothing I fear more than Red Knight. So we're going to play this a little bit differently. We are going to dogpile him and make sure that he's done for. Perfect. Ooh, a 2-for-1 special. Too bad we can't deal with them. At least we should be able to get one of them. Right, perfect. Yeah, 40 damage and they can hit twice. Or 2 people. Very, very scary. Right, crisis averted. We should be in the clear now. Nothing to worry about but the Dark Lord. How much damage does he do? Who does he pick to stun first, or petrify? It's gonna be a close fight. Grab the bonus treasure, just to skip a room. Might as well use up the key. Right, so we're confused, so I am going to play this room differently. So we can't guarantee that we will hit. Yeah, which is bad. We don't need to heal, but I will Skull Bash. We also don't really want to see any more confusion. We want to pick off the knights before they can actually confuse us. Poison we don't really care about. It's fine if we take a little bit extra damage going into the fight. We'll definitely continue to Skull Bash the other knight. Perfect, and then everyone's right to get about their day. And showtime. How much damage do you do? Can we survive 2 hits? You can't at the moment. I guarantee. 102 on Dark Slash, so if you Dark Slash and kick, I'm screwed. Okay, so we need to poison, we need to burn, and then we need to play it smart. Okay, so burn accumulates damage, if you will, so it'll do more each time. So we don't actually want to hit with this Mystic, or rather we don't want to use the Frying Pan, so we don't want to risk re-inflicting the burn. What do I go for? I think I'd go for the First Aid, seeing as everyone else can survive. So we don't want to hit with Skull Bash, but we do still want to poison. We should see a much bigger tick, 336, perfect. Stone! That is horrendous. If we don't land the poison, then we can't get this done. We're looking for one more tick of burn. Okay. Definitely in a pickle now. I don't think we've got this. Gonna be close. Finish him off. Nah. Yeah, so I definitely need to run 2 nurses. Right, 3rd attempt. So, I realized I can do this fight a lot better if I just do it manually. For instance, I don't need to group heal, I can just use first aid. It's the only single attacks. But yeah, so we're going to try and do it a little bit better. Granted, I do have to then think. So for instance, we just first aid up whoever gets hit, which leaves the second nurse to actually be able to try and poison. We do really want to land the poison. 2 stone, that's pretty upsetting. Manageable. Come on, land the poison, please. 3 stone. Okay, now this is just a bit absurd. We're absolutely nuded in terms of damage. Someone gonna unstone? Thank you. Okay, so for instance, now we need to group heal. And then recharge. And then lament the fact that we've done no damage at all. Okay, so since only the nurse, we can go ahead first aid. Hits. Now we're group healing. Right, hits. Knocks in because we start with poisoned. Group heal. Everyone's topped off. Hits. Knocks in. Group heal. Gotta land the poison. Okay, first one down. It's not too bad. It wasn't anyone super important. Except for the fact that we want to recharge. First aid. Hits. Poison. Should have recharged. Come on, poison. Poison. Group heal. Recharge. Poison? Nope, of course not. Everyone's above 100, so biohazard. Knocks in. Group heal. Hits. Can't even land the burn, unfortunately. Group heal. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to be the one. Oh, finally! Some poison. Okay, so we can go on the defensive and worry about healing. Gonna double attack. Cool, it didn't land on anyone important. So we'll do knocks in because we just want back-to-back applications. Recharge. Knocks in. And top off. Top off. That's fine. You needed to regen mana anyway. Oh, we'll go for some crits. Why not? First aid. Oh, it didn't. It didn't petrify. That's great. Back attack. I think we're out of the poison. No, that's probably the last tick, I have to guess. Group heal, because you can't first aid yourself. Great, because you take half damage. Knocks in. Don't need to recharge just yet. Group heal. Perfect, you spread out again. It's really good for us. I think you're in range. You need to recharge. You need to apply poison. There goes the nurse. Now we're in a bit of a pickle. We're losing someone most likely this round. No, we might get lucky. Back to back. Ah, lucky. Poison. It's all you need. Definitely got us a few extra rounds doing first aid, which is good. Right, that should be the last difficult dimension, hopefully. I think the Mecha Lord might be an issue, but I should be able to outscale in terms of HP this time around. Okay, what's to do lastly? Talk to everyone, get the portal, shop, and upgrade. So we need 100k, so that's out of the question. We can grab all the smithing crystals, all the iron, and the wood. Definitely craft the iron, save some gold. And then I guess we're just looking at tavern upgrades. Probably just both of the stools and tables. So I don't think we get no gnomes, no inheritance. Cool. They're max, that's good to see. And that should be that. It's the dimension done. So slightly slower than our previous attempt, I think 3 minutes or so. But we should be able to save a lot of time on the back end, hopefully enough to make up for the extra time we invested at the start. A bit of an annoying one, but the next dimension should be far simpler. And I also, in recollection, my run in the last attempt, it was 57 minutes, I must have just been insanely lucky getting by on the skin of my teeth, because that only had one nurse, and we still took down the Dark Lord. I think poison got applied in the very first round on that one. Whew, on to Dimension 5 next time.